What's up, Tycoons? Welcome back. If you're new with us, welcome aboard. We're happy to have you here. Last week, we spoke on how we started stock market investing. This week, we're diving into why we started investing. For the record, we never started investing just because we wanted to make money, all right? And in fact, that's the main reason why we're actually doing well with all our portfolios. So we learned from the tycoons of the tycoons, the Warren Buffetts and the greats alike. One thing we learned is that they actually never taught money. None of them actually teach money. They teach life. And because they teach life is the reason why they have all the money. So, we mimic a lot of our philosophies under that. That's why our tycoon culture is students of life, because you cannot outbeat life. You can't cheat life. You can't take shortcuts. There's no winning or beating life itself, okay? Nobody thinks and focuses on money more than the person that has none. And nobody wastes more money than the person that don't have any. The most important thing is your why. That's everything. That, along with your passion, has to be able to override the stress and sacrifices, the pain that you're going to have to go through. Otherwise, you're going to give up on the work. Now, everybody have their reasons for doing whatever they do. Now, if your reason is to just make money and focus on money, that's your choice, to each his own. But in our opinion, to just focus on money alone is not a noble pursuit. But if you're investing in a way or to utilize the money as a means of contribution to life itself and to live that tycoon culture, that tycoon lifestyle, we're here for that. The funny thing is, we are all investors by nature. That's not up for debate. Your investments are either helping you design and build a tycoon lifestyle that you want, or you're just hustling backwards. Everything you eat, everything you consume, the people you're around, the decisions you've made throughout your past, right? Those are all your investments. When you look at it that way, you can understand why we are all investors by nature. So the life you're living right now, if you're not happy with that, that's a result of the last 5 to 10 years decisions that you've made. So if you want something to change, you got to change, all right? Come on, let's go, champ. I'm with you. Let's go. All right, boom. Before we continue, let me give you a tycoon gem real quick. Write this down. This is the fundamental to all financial literacy, all money management, all right? To do well with money, you must understand this. There are only 2 ways to make money. People at work and money at work. That's the only 2 ways to make money. The people at work, we're very good at that, right? We go to work. We've been around work all our lives. We've seen our parents go through it, family, everybody do it. The second part is where we need help, the money at work, and that is what we're here for. I'm not better than anybody, okay? We all come from somewhere. We all make mistakes. The only difference between me and most is my ability to make decisions that are not self-sabotaging. Now that you know there's only 2 ways to make money, people at work and money at work, one is limited, one is not. So as a human being, you can only work so many hours, so many times. You need to rest, you need to eat, you need to sleep, you need to spend time with, quality people in your life. You can't work 24/7. But that second one, the money at work, in fact, especially if you don't have money, is the reason why you have to make sure that your money is working 10 times harder. I know a lot of us don't have much, especially in these COVID conditions. But if you don't put that money to work, I can promise you, you're going to regret it, especially when you're older and have a lot more responsibilities to take care of. It's crazy. And that's why we don't teach money and we teach life, all right? So we invest in a way that your money works 24/7. When you sleep, your money's at work. It can work 24/7, 365. You don't got to check it every single day to see what it's doing. You don't got to trade. You don't got to, do options and all these other forms of trading, because those forms is actually still working for money. We teach people to have the money work for them. There's a difference, which leads us to multiple streams of income as one of the main sources as to why we started investing. So we build investment vehicles and systems in place where the money can just work without us actually having to do much maintenance or spend a lot of time on the money. That's big when it comes to generational wealth. Similar to what 50 Cent said, you're not really making money until your money don't require your presence, all right? So the worst trade we make is trading our time for money. And we wanted to have a system in place where we're not trading our time for money. We're trading our time for great experiences, chopping life, and being able to educate and help other people that may need our help. So the number one reason why we started investing was to have freedom. We got a taste of that in the summer of 2020 with the whole COVID pandemic issue. Because the goal is to do what you want to do, when you want, how you want to do it. So that time during that summer, we invested a lot of money into the business and really kicked off this tycoon talk culture that everybody see. And I'm glad that we did and did not hesitate 1 second later. Them summer months was lit. I was on furlough, on unemployment. The checks is coming in, and then they slapped the extra 600 on top of the joint. Your boy was living that retirement life. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely, if I needed any extra validation as to if I'm on the right path, yeah, I miss those months. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, imagine having to trade all your time for money only to find out that you're short at the end of the month and have to spend more time, more energy just because you have to make money and you have a lot of bills. That's exactly the life that most of us live right now. And that is not the way to go. That's not a fulfilling life. To repeat that cycle for 40 years is deadly, man. Somewhere along the way, somebody told us, hey, look, you got to work for 40 years and do it this exact way before you can enjoy life. That is definitely not the tycoon culture that we're building here. Ultimately, the goal is to arrive at financial freedom with a lot of time left, to spend time and use it how you see fit. It doesn't mean I'm going to, let's say I happen to get there at the age of 40. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop and just shut down. It just means that I'm no longer working for money and I can spend my time with the quality people and experiences and also teach other people, the next generation, to be tycoons. The second reason is health and peace of mind. Working gets tiring and draining, and there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into it. I mean, I'm young in my career, so I've only been in my career for about 5 years, and already I'm tired, okay? So I can't even imagine doing 20, 30, 40 years just building wealth for somebody else and never really reversing that where the money's working for me so I can spend time with the family that I built and the future. Like, I love that part, man. The big picture, man. We zoom. As crazy and as opposite as it may seem, during them COVID months when I was on furlough, yo, that's the healthiest I've been. This is the first winter ever that I haven't had a cold or flu at all. That's because, we're washing our hands a lot more. We're a lot more cautious with that stuff. But I slept well during that summer. I was exercising. I had time. The stress, right? The workload, the stress was just completely off. So health and peace of mind is huge. When you take care of your finances properly and you invest it and let the money work for you, you actually sleep better because, when you sleep, you're really sleeping. The third major tycoon reason as to why we started investing was family. Like, that is big. So growing up, I wish I had a lot of memories and experiences with my parents and family, just doing different stuff, going out, traveling, just spending time at home, all that type of stuff. That wasn't possible because, being from Ghana, West Africa, my parents came over here and they've been working, to provide a better life for us. So all their sacrifices and all the success that started to happen, this kickstarted that. But I would have loved to be able to spend a lot of time with them as we were growing up. Being able to free up that time, especially when you have a family, you can show them how things are supposed to be done. You can spend more quality time with them. Your relationships are better. The trust level, the communication level, they feel comfortable coming to you. It's not like you're tired or stressed out or you're instilling fear in them based on job security, so to speak. That's why we go so hard trying to get to the millennials and the younger generation to really start this journey ASAP, because you don't have as much time as you think. Yes, you're young, but I promise you, time is your best friend now. Give 5, 10 years later, time ain't gonna be your best friend, because if you're playing catch up, it don't care. It's just gonna keep passing you by. Our generation have an opportunity to do something that has never ever before been seen. We have all the information at our fingertips. You watching this IGTV, you watching us on YouTube right now, digesting our content on Instagram. That is information that before would take 10 years. You got to go to the library and search through a bunch of crap to find it. You get it right now. Plus, right now is the best time. A lot of us don't have kids. We don't have mortgage. We're not stuck or stationary in a certain spot. We have all the flexibility. We're young. We're strong. This is the time to really grind and go hard, because later on it's going to be tougher to do so. So the family dynamic, right, and the household, the energy, the environment, making a safe environment for a family, that is huge. And in order to do that, well, I have to have time for the family. I got to show them the proper habits, show them how to do things. I'm not just going to tell them, hey, go read a book. Hey, throw out the trash. Hey, you need to do this. You need to study. I'm going to show them how to do it, and we're going to make it fun. One of my family goals and dreams is to make sure that, my kids and family are not pursuing careers just because of money and fear alone. Okay, one of the best ways to actually do that is to eliminate the fear or dependency on money itself, because now when money's no longer the issue, they can really just express themselves, right, and enjoy things. But by the same token, just because the money's there, it does not mean that you can just be you just be lax and not really apply yourself or contribute to society. You got to carve your own path too, of course. Let's not forget that parents mean well when they tell you to follow certain societal traditional approach. But also don't forget that sometimes in doing that, you actually miss out on your potential. Whether you listen to your parents and follow their traditional advice, or you decided to switch things up, go on your own, venture out, follow your passion, at the end of the day, it's expensive to live, and you have to generate income or financial resources so you can live. So keep that in mind as you're making your decisions throughout your life. Why we started investing? Tycoon talk. That's another reason why we did it. All right. Because we're making different decisions for the last 5-6 years. Imagine if I was making decisions normal, right? Like and normal equals broke. Never forget that. If I was making normal decisions, we wouldn't be at the point where we have this platform and we're impacting lives the way we are now. My life experiences and methods of investing that I share with everybody is not to show people that, hey, I'm wise and smart, okay? It's to help them challenge themselves, challenge the status quo, and also see that, look, man, you can actually really do something, because we don't come from a background of it, but yet here we are helping people get it together. The next reason why we started investing is to be able to provide opportunities for others, man. We want to have a lot of resources so we can help other people out even more. Sometimes we see talented people on, whether it happens to be a TikTok video or on YouTube or Wallstar, and sometimes I look and I'm just like, man, I wish I could just do this, just boom, just help them get to that level, because they're that good. You know, their talent needs to be shared across the world and the globe. But I lack the resources sometimes. We want to create a culture, an environment where there's plenty of opportunity for everybody to sit at the table and eat, and also provide opportunities in ways that we're probably not even thinking of right now. Again, just to reiterate, your why is the most important thing. It comes before anything else. You know, we stay inspired and keep TycoonCulture going better and better and more potent every single time, because there are people all around the world that reaches out to us for our services and our DMs, giving us feedback on how we've helped them out. And that's inspirational, and we will continue to keep moving that way. We're always going to have our investments work harder than we're working by spending the least amount of time on them, so we can spend major time working with people and investing in businesses. That's Tycoon bars. That's TycoonCulture. Yeah. And lastly, investing is fun. It's really a game. I love seeing the challenges, the up and downs, the market cycles, the booms and busts. I thoroughly enjoy the stock market game, because when you study life long enough, you realize that the market actually exposes the true nature of human behavior, human psychology, human emotions, and even scarier, human ego. All right. Everybody think they're smart and everybody think they can predict the future. The market exposes everybody. It's literally another synonym for life teaching you. The market teaches you to study life. That's why you're better off studying life as opposed to studying money, because you're going to do things based on money and share price. And for most people, it's not going to go well. To my new investors, yes, when you first start investing, it's so exciting. You're checking your account like every 30 minutes, every 30 seconds. It goes up, you're going crazy. It goes down, your heart is pumping. Through time and experience, you realize like, hey, it's not going to grow any faster just by you checking it every day or 24/7. But once you start your account, continue funding it. Don't check it every day. Just let it do what it do, and you spend your time finding solutions to problems, whether for yourself or for others. So these are the reasons why we started stock market investing. If you find this video informative, throw some fire emojis in the comment. Feel free to share, comment, repost on all platforms. Stay Tycoon, chop life, and keep investing in yourself primarily and funding your investment accounts. May we all do well 2021. Shit.